Alright, good day everyone. So today we're gonna do another unboxing video. And this time, it's a little bit special because it's one of the earlier releases from Monsterarts. So this is actually one of the first 10, or I think it's around the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. The 7th figure from Monsterarts. So it's a little bit old. So this is the Monsterarts Little Godzilla. But before we begin, again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get the latest updates from the hobbyist. So yeah, again, so this is the Monsterarts Little Godzilla. Just a quick info about the figure when it was released. It's actually released back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the earliest releases of Monsterarts. I'm even a bit surprised that I have one, that someone was able to give me one of these at a very good condition. So the box is actually pretty good still. So yeah, anyway, so this is what the box looks like. This is what the box front looks like. So it has a peephole on the side to show you the figure, and then at the bottom you have the trademark information. So you see here Godzilla 2012, and then the trademark for Little Godzilla. And then on the side, so you have a little picture of Little Godzilla there. And on the back, you have some poses that you could do with the figure, the accessories that come with the figure. So we're gonna open that up just a little while. On the side, just says Little Godzilla, and then on the top. So as you can see on the earlier boxes of Monsterarts, one of their trademarks is really the peepholes. So in this case, they kind of, they're still kind of creative on how they made the boxes, and part of the design of the box is really to show what besides the figure, it really shows you a little piece of what the movie looks like. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and open up this figure. Okay, so we're right out of the box. This is what the figure has. So we have the main figure. So we have Little Godzilla right here, and then we have two orange stands. We also have 4 crystals, so 2 big ones, which has a peg and a swivel connection. And then we also have 2 smaller crystals, which also has a peg and some swivel. Now, the idea here is we're basically gonna connect these 4 crystals into this base to form kind of like that crystal cage that Little Godzilla was encased in when it was captured by Space Godzilla. So that's basically the gimmick that this figure has. Anyway, it also has some connectors, orange connectors. I didn't remove them from the box yet, but these orange connectors connect on the underside of the base, so that you could connect these 2 bases together. You could connect them this way, whatever your imagination wants, basically. So yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the figure. Okay, so let's start off with the sculpt and the paint application. So in terms of sculpt, Monsterarts really did an awesome job on this figure. So the design was spot on. If you look at that face, it is really what you will see on the movie. So yeah, this is what Monsterarts became popular with. So they were able to capture those movie characters and turn them into small figures like this. And yeah, this is one of their earliest releases, so I'm gonna expect that it's really good. Anyway, in terms of sculpting the dorsal plates, the dorsal plates were executed well as well. So if you see the details here, so as you can see, those bumps, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but yeah, those bumps on the dorsal plates are very amazing. So you can really see the rubber suitness, if you will, of this figure. So it really looks like a rubber suit. Yeah. And then yeah, the folds on the neck, yeah, the folds on the neck are there. Those small details, when they add up, they actually count. So yeah, how they sculpted the chest, how they sculpted the rest of the body, the texture on the skin, it's really reminiscent of what little Godzilla looks like in the movie. Now, in terms of paint application, I like how they painted the eyes. So, because the eyes are really the most glaring feature of little Godzilla, and they were able to capture those bulging, attentive, innocent, if you will, monster eyes. And yeah, so how they sculpted the face, how they sculpted the rest of the figure is really good. Now, in terms of paint applications, remember this is one of the earliest releases of SH Monsterarts, and at 9 years ago, they were already doing some pretty good dry brushing. I'm sure they've improved a lot from through the years, especially more recently. And in this figure, you can see there are still some of those shiny parts on the figure, which would have been better if they were dry brushed. The nails, for example, they could have been painted better, but yeah, considering the size of this figure, it's something that you could live with. Also, in terms of paint application on the toes, same thing. There's no gradient going on, so it's just an ebony white color. But other than that, this figure has been painted really well, so it captures again the look of what little Godzilla looks like on the movie. So now what we're gonna do is look at the articulation of this figure. So let's start off with the head. So unlike the newer SH Monsterarts releases, this one doesn't have any movement on the head or on the neck. The only movement that you can do here is on the mouth. So the mouth opens that far, that far, and then it closes. So it's connected to the body by I assume that's a ball joint, but it feels like it's a hinge. But anyway, so yeah. And then the shoulder is connected by a ball joint, and then there's a ball joint on the forearm, and then there's a ball joint on the wrist. Okay, now on the chest area, we have a ball joint that connects the chest to the rest of the body, and then below it on the waist, there's also a hinge, so you could also move it through the chest so that it could move side to side like that. Okay, now since this is one of the earliest releases, so as you can see, SH Monsterarts is still trying to find a way to hide some of those seam lines or those joint lines on the figure. But a decade later, less than a decade later, they've perfected on how to deal with all of those joint marks. And then on the hips, there's a ball joint, but it's hitting on this piece right here, so it kind of hinders the movement. Then there's also a ball joint on the knees, 2 ball joints on the knees, and then of course a ball joint on the foot or on the ankle. And then on the tail, so they also have a swivel on the tail, so the tail moves this way. Oh no, sorry, it's a ball joint. So it's a ball joint, so but yeah, the movement's a bit limited. So yeah, so that's the articulation on this figure. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the stand with the crystals so that I'll show you how it looks like when it's all assembled. Okay, so as I've mentioned earlier, the figure comes with 2 of these plastic base plates. So originally they are covered, the peg holes are covered with these plastic nuts, and the way to remove them from the base is what I do is I use a piece of paintbrush and I use the end of the handle to poke those covers out of the base, and then it's really easy to attach them. So each of the crystals that come with the figure has a peg at the end of the crystal, and all you need to do is just attach them to the base like so. It doesn't matter which hole. And another thing to point out is these crystals actually have a hinge, as you can see here. So that allows you to do that crystal prison that little Godzilla was imprisoned in. So all you need to do is just line them up, then bend those crystals to that to your desired look, and basically that's it. So this is how little Godzilla stack up against some of the Godzilla figures that you might have in your collection. This is what I have closest in mine. This is Godzilla with the Shmonsterarts Godzilla 1989, and this is what little Godzilla looks like with the NECA Godzilla 1991. So this is our custom NECA Godzilla 1991, and as you can see, in terms of scale, I feel like little Godzilla scales better with the NECA figures than the Shmonsterarts figures. I feel like it's a little bigger compared to this one. It's a little too big for this one, but it scales perfectly with the NECA figures that you might have. So yeah. Okay, so my final thoughts about the figure, it's something of a collector's item probably, and it's probably not that easy to find one of these anymore. But if you do find them on sale, and if it's not really gonna break your bank, I do suggest to get it. It's a nice sculpt. It has captured little Godzilla perfectly from what it looks like in the movie, and especially the head sculpt, the paint application is really good. And something I missed totally, I think you can see it here, is it even has the sculpting goes all the way to the heel, all the way to the back of the foot. So that's incredible, right? So something that you don't really see that much on today's Godzilla figures. But yeah, so it's a really good figure to have. If it's on sale, if it's available, if your local collectible store sells one of these, then I do suggest that you get it. So before we end this video, I just want to do a quick shout out to our fellow hobbyist Arthur, Domino 103 Plays, Kent Dabu, Delroy Bogle, Apollo Doggy, EGM Fanboy, Donald Gonzalez, Jacobzilla 25, and a special shout out to the fellow collector that I got this figure from. His name is Diego Lualhati. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed our content. And so yeah, I guess that's it for me, folks. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.